Fox and Armadillo. This is Fox. And this is Armadillo. Fox and Armadillo, they have farms. Fox has a beautiful farm. Armadillo's farm is full of rocks. There are rocks everywhere. Fox thinks that he is smart. One day, he calls Armadillo. He says, "Hey, Armadillo, how are you?" And Armadillo says, "Oh, I'm fine, thank you." And the fox says, "Armadillo, your farm is full of rocks. Why don't you come to my farm? And whatever you grow, you give me half." Armadillo says, "Okay, Fox, do you want the top half or the bottom half?" And Fox says, "Oh, Armadillo, you must give me the top half." And Fox went to sleep. Armadillo called his brothers, his sisters, his cousins, his uncles, his aunts, his grandpas, his grandma, and they worked hard. And what did they plant? They planted carrots. And the carrots were growing very well. And when it was time to harvest, they called Fox. And Armadillo said, "Fox, here, I want to give you your top half." Fox looked at this and said, "Oh, I can't eat that. Armadillo, next time you must give me the bottom half." And the Armadillo said, "Okay." And the fox, he went back to sleep. The next year, the Armadillo called his brothers, his sisters, his cousins, his uncles, his aunts, his grandpas, his grandmas. And what did they plant? They planted cabbages. Beautiful, beautiful cabbages. And they worked hard. And the cabbages were growing and growing. And when it was time to harvest, they called Fox. And Armadillo said, "Fox, here, I want to give you your bottom half." Fox looked at that and said, "Oh, Armadillo, I can't eat that. Next time, you must give me the top and you must give me the bottom." And Armadillo said, "Okay." And Fox went back to sleep. The next year, what did they plant? They planted corn. And all of the Armadillo's brothers and sisters, cousins and uncles and aunts and grandpas and grandmas, they worked and they worked and they worked. And the corn was growing, growing, growing. And when it was time to harvest, they called Fox. And Armadillo said, "Fox, it's time to harvest. Look, I want to give you your top half, and I want to give you the bottom half." Fox looked at this and he said, "Oh, Armadillo, I can't eat that. I thought you were a fool, but I think I have been the fool. 3 years I've been hungry. You go back to your farm. I must go to work on my own farm." And the Armadillo said, "Okay." This story is really a story about animal IQ. And we assume that animals are just that, animals. But actually, animals are smart in whatever they are doing. A middle-aged pig is considered smarter than a human 3-year-old. Orcas, whales, bottlenose dolphins, they have bigger brains than human beings. So actually, every animal has its own intelligence. And people sometimes compare bees and ants. And they say bees are smarter than the ants. Or kangaroos are smarter than koalas or dolphins. Some people say are smarter than chimpanzees. But in the end, every animal is smart at what he is. Armadillos dig much better than foxes do, though foxes also can dig. But you wouldn't expect a chimpanzee to swim and dive and jump in the water like a dolphin. And you wouldn't ask a dolphin to climb a tree. So every animal, in their own unique way, has an amazing intelligence that shows a very unique and divine origin.